Benjamin Field, 28, from Olney, Buckinghamshire, is accused of conspiring to murder the 83-year-old pensioneA. A 101-year-old woman became the oldest witness in a British murder trial yesterday as she confronted the man accused of plotting to kill her two friends. Former Stowe School secretary Liz Zettl was the third intended target of Field, 28, and 32-year-old Martyn Smith. Jurors heard.Field is accused of murdering the prestigious school's former head of English, Peter Farquhar, 69, and conspiring to kill his neighbour Martyn, 83, in the village of Maids Moreton, Buckinghamshire.Both pensioners were allegedly manipulated into changing their wills in the defendants' favour after a concerted campaign of mental torture and poisoning. In a case dubbed the Midsomer Murde's trial for its similarities to the settings of the ITV show, prosecutors say Mr. Farquhar's food was laced with a powerful hallucinogen before he was finally suffocated. Smith, an amateur magician, was lodging with Mrs. Zettl at her home in the historic centre of Buckingham when the police probe began, Oxford Crown Court was told. Both Smith and Field, a deputy church warden, are accused of possessing a copy of her will with the intention of carrying out yet another alleged fraud on an elderly victim. Liz Zettl, 101, became the oldest witness at a British murder trial yesterday. Anne-Marie Blake said Martyn, 83, pictured, could not believe she had been so stupid as to fall for the lies of Benjamin Field, 28. Prosecutor Oliver Sacks BQC has said they acquired it to see what she was worth. Yesterday, Mrs. Zettl, who worked at Stowe School before the Second World War and knew both alleged victims, arrived at court in a wheelchair. Grasping her walking stick, she stood when Mr. Justice Sweeney entered the courtroom and when she took her oath. Jurors were played her interviews with police, in which she said Smith had given her absolutely no trouble and paid his £8.